Malcolm. Primo. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Banks comes up to set the screen. Primo. Now will finally let it fly. Primo.
Yeah! What? Okay!
Into the paint, kick out, a three to tie is good!
Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops, talking about San Antonio Spurs, y'all. And it's clear and obvious and old news by now that we have an opening at point guard.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is what it is, man, and the way I'm dealing with it is getting to work, making videos, okay? So with the opening at the starting point guard position, is it time for Primo to get his chance to step up? Now, I've always seen Primo more of a two guard than a point guard, but he has played a lot of point guard in Austin, and the Spurs may very well want him to adapt to the point guard position. It's something that could be learned. It's something that will take time, so they probably want to go ahead and get that rolling. This year is good as any year. Now, I don't necessarily think they're going to start off with Primo at the point. They're probably going to give Tre Jones a shot at it. You know, obviously, I think he deserves it. He did have some pretty good games when Murray was out last year with injuries and whatnot. So he may fall straight into that starting position for this team, man. It doesn't look like our focus is to win a whole lot of games, but our focus looks like it's going to be about getting better and whatnot. But with that said, if we're trying to get better, you know, you might as well put Primo out there and let him make his mistakes, let him learn, let him adapt, man. You know, and those mistakes make you strong, they make you better. So you might as well, if you're Popovich, put Primo out there and let him get cooked. And trust me, he will get cooked, man, because it is a learning curve to being a starting point guard in the Western Conference. It's a learning curve there. I saw Murray get cooked. I remember Patrick Beverly cooking him in the playoff one time. Primo has to go through that. You know, you might as well put him out there, and he will be cooked, man. He's gonna be cooked like a Dragon Ball Z villain. He's gonna be more cooked than a dude fighting Black Lightning. And I'm not saying this is to disrespect him. I'm just saying it's just a rite of passage, man. He's gonna be cooked like Rocket Raccoon did them boys that time. And that's fine, man, because obviously we're going to have a rebuilding year. Obviously, you know, we're just trying to develop young guys for the future. You know, that's why we, you know, gave up Murray for the draft picks or whatnot. Everything is based on the future. Now, I will say this, you know, the point guard position is wide open. So before, I figured Blake Wesley was going to be a project for the Spurs, someone that's going to be in Austin all the time. But without Murray on the team, he's probably the most talented point guard that we have. That's wild to think about, you know, but he has the athleticism that is out of this world. He has the speed. He has the speed with the ball. He plays a little out of control. So if he doesn't drive the coaching staff crazy, he could very well see himself as the starter for this team, which is bananas when you really think about it. Malachi, I don't necessarily see Malachi as a point guard. I mean, he could be a point guard, but his game seems a little bit more tailored to, you know, catch and shoot, playing off of screens, being a shooting guard. So I don't necessarily see Malachi, you know, for a point guard. So this guy really has the point guard position wide open, especially if the Spurs go with my original theory about Primo being more of a two guard than a point. Okay, so, you know, I think it's fair to say, you know, Wesley has more upside, more talent than, you know, Tre Jones. You know, not to disrespect Tre Jones, because Tre Jones could be putting in work. And if I'm Tre Jones, after this trade, I'm working extra hard so I can get the starting position. So you never know what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of moving pieces going on with this, but don't be surprised if Blake Wesley slide up in that thing, man, for real. At the end of the day, I doubt we have just one solid lineup for the year. It's going to be so many, you know, moving parts, so many changes, so many experiments. because that's the year the Spurs, you know, are giving off. You know, that's the vibe they're giving off for the year. A year not necessarily make the playoffs or make a push, a year to play young guys, get better, and hopefully have a record horrible enough so we can get the top 5 pick next year or something like that. So I guess that's what they're thinking of, and that's the, you know, the direction the team wants to go in, man. It's unfortunate because I felt like, man, we were a couple players away of being a playoff team again, you know. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I'm licking my wounds right now. I'm sure I get over it at some point. But as of right now, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Primo at the point guard. But, you know, Blake Wesley, he is coming, though. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think about this situation, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.